we're going to the ruins. Hi and welcome to this video here today where we're visiting the ruins of Ytterby's gamla kyrka, which translates into Old Ytterby Church. It was replaced in the middle of the 18th century with a more modern church, which we're gonna go and look at after this a bit quickly. But yeah, this church was built in the 12th century. It could have been even older than that, because before the stone church was placed there, it was actually a wooden church. It was also called Sankt Halvards kyrka, the Church of Saint Halvard. He was a saint from Norway that was seen as the guardian of this particular church. The story of him was that he died saving a pregnant woman. The pregnant woman was being chased by some brutes, and he took her, ran away with her, and got on his boat, and they sailed out into the ocean. The brutes came after, and they actually managed to catch up to them, and there they put the woman and Sankt Halvard together. They actually roped them together so that their heads were pressed against each other, and put an anchor to them and threw them into the ocean, where they drowned. And after that, of course, he was Saint Halvard. There's actually a relief on this ruin that I'm gonna show you guys soon. You can pretty much see one of the heads, but originally it was two heads that were like pushed together, representing Halvard and the woman. It is said that when this stone sinks underneath the earth, it signifies the end of the world, which is pretty good to know that it's still above ground. Here it is. As you can see one of the faces if you look very closely. The other face would have been right next to it. And as you can see, it's still above ground. So we're not at the end of the world yet. Here we can see what the church looked like before they replaced it with the new one. And here we can see that at least this part is still up. So let's take a little walk down this older cemetery that is Gamla Ytterby kyrka. These graves range from olden times, but the oldest ones I've seen that are still here are from the 17th century. But they range from then to pretty recent actually. So yeah, there's the ruins. The graves are a giant mix. Like here you can see there's one from 1985, way over there. I'm gonna show off a bit like at the end of this section. I found some that were from 1745, I think.
These are so old that you can't make out anything on them anymore. This one's pretty interesting. It's very old and you can actually see, because of all the moss, that they died in 1790. Död år 1790. The 20th of February. I found some graves up against the wall here. I am only assuming that they're not in their original position, just that they've saved them for historic purposes. One of them is entirely lost to time, you can't tell anything from it. This one has very, very faint lettering still. The only thing I can see is something about 1780 something. So it's not really that old, but yeah. And this behind me is Ytterby nya kyrka, which was built in, shall we see if we can get it in frame there, was built in 1847 and replaced the ones that are a ruin now, because the city center have moved since the 12th century, of course. So yeah, this is more of a modern Swedish church, or modern and modern. Most part of it was like rebuilt in 1870, so it says actually 1870 on the door. But yeah. So this is a very typical Swedish modern churchyard cemetery. We don't have like those big mausoleums and stuff. They're usually kind of tiny and small and unassuming. That's why I like going to Edinburgh, where they have those huge overgrown buildings. So yeah, these graves are mostly from the 19th century, since the church up there was built in 1847. So there's not a lot of old graves, or old in Swedish terms, I'd say. I don't know if other countries think that they're super old. Please let me know. Either way, thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this random video. It was just easier for me to do like a rambly casual video, since I haven't been able to focus a lot recently. And again, big thanks to all my Patreons. I'm gonna list you here, and you're all amazing. Thank you so much for making my hobby dreams come true. Thank you. And I'll see you next time, hopefully in a proper video. I'll also be uploading a little behind the scenes vlog, as I sometimes do on my Patreon. So on my Patreons, it should be up already. Bye bye!